Hi Tesla fans, I'm Ellie with T-sportline. Back in 2013 when the Model S really started hitting the streets, I personally loved the car because it's the coolest car in the world, right? But it had a lot of chrome on it, and I've never been a fan of chrome. And the Model S, followed by the Model X, and even this Model 3, as you can see, has a lot of chrome trim around the windows, up underneath the side mirrors, front fender, camera housings, etc. I just don't think that the coolest car in the world looks cool with chrome. So we started doing what we call chrome delete. I believe we were the first to actually coin that phrase, and it's become incredibly popular. So popular that if you buy a brand new Model S, X, 3 or Y today, there's no chrome on it. All those trims went to black. But for those of you that have an earlier car, like this Model 3 here, as you can see, it has all the original chrome trim. Now, this is a beautiful black Model 3, my favorite color for any Tesla, and it's got our really cool black wheels on it. But the chrome really sticks out. It's just not stealth. It's, in my opinion, it's just not cool. Today we're going to show you how to go ahead and do it yourself at home. This is a DIY video using vinyl wrap film in your house to go ahead and get rid of the chrome. I'm going to bring Oliver in just a few moments to go ahead and show you step by step how that's done. But first, let me show you what's included with the package when you order it on our website. So when you order our Chrome Delete online, you have two choices to make. You could choose for the film to be in satin black or in gloss black. Satin black's really cool, and that's what Tesla is doing now on their trim. And if you have satin black wheels, it's a perfect match. However, we also do offer gloss black, and that's really cool too for a monochromatic look or to match gloss black wheels. The owner of this car actually has satin black wheels, but he wants a gloss black Chrome Delete. And you know what? I think that's going to look really good too. There's no wrong choice. So you get the film. These are all pre-cut by our machines. They arrive. We'll open this up. Oliver will show you how easy it is to do that. You get some alcohol prep pads, which you're going to use to go ahead and clean the surface areas that you'll be wrapping. You get a couple of these squeegees. This tool is really useful to go ahead and make sure the film is applied properly. And I'm sure that you have a microfiber towel lying around the house or any clean towel to go ahead and help with the prep surface areas. Now, this is something that you want to do in a dust-free environment, meaning like inside of your garage, not necessarily outside on the driveway, especially not on a windy day. And when it comes to what kind of day to do this on, try to do it not on a really cold day, maybe more of a warm day. The film just lays up easier and reacts better. So let's get Oliver in here and let him show you exactly how easy it is to do it at home on your Tesla.
So here we are, we're going to drop this DIY Chrome Delete black vinyl trim wrap master kit in gloss black for a Model 3 right here. First of all, what you need to do, you need to open up the kit. Okay, so here we have, this guy's getting the gloss black one. So with the gloss black, it comes with a release film on the top. So with the satin, here's the release film. So here's some of the stuff. So once you put it on, you're going to pull this clear off. With the satin, you wouldn't get that. So in this, you have some door handles, some lower window trim moldings. You have the upper trim moldings, window trim moldings. These are going to be for the turn signals on the front fenders over here. There'll be some more stuff like the boomerang piece I call for the back, like the boomerang shaped piece. That's in the extra part of the roll at the other end, which my table's not long enough, so I can't get it all out in one. So first of all, we're going to start with cleaning the car once you've familiarized yourself with the pieces. Don't pull the clear off until you've finished installing it, because when you go over with your squeegee like this, you're going to scratch the gloss. With the satin, it's not as bad, but with the gloss, you scratch the gloss and you're not going to get it off. So once you put it on, squeegee this on, then pull the release off. Okay? So let's get to cleaning the car and move on. In the packet, you will have got these alcohol prep pads. Unfortunately, you didn't get one of these, but you're going to need one of these. So once we open this up, go around and clean up all your chrome areas, and then just wipe it off and to dry it off with your towel afterwards. So when you're locating the correct piece that you need to put on the car, we're going to do the driver's side rear door first. So here you got D for driver, F for front, and D for door. So we want the other one, DRD, driver's side rear door. Okay, so this one here is going to be for the driver's side rear door. We've already cleaned the car, so now we're going to go ahead and take this piece off, and we're going to go drop it onto the car. So to start putting it on, you're going to, there's a cut at the top where it, like 45 to straight. You want to start with the cut in the top corner like this. And you're going to have a little bit extra off the back end. So, and what you want to do is you want to work it all the way across, keeping the top edge just over the chrome. Do it section by section and work it with your finger at the same time. Once you get to the end, you can then pull it down a little bit and you'll see the film will drop itself. And you want to work your way across. Going from the body line down. If you go from the bottom up, you're going to obviously end up with an air bubble. You can do it with your finger. It's bad habits. I've always done it with a finger, but like you can also do it with a squeegee, like this. And this is why you leave the release film on the top, because if you were doing this onto the gloss film, you'd end up with scratches all on your film. So when you're tucking the top edge in here, so the black film against the rubber trim here, you can either do it with this. What I find easier, if you can drop your fingernail down in between the rubber trim, you can run it across. A bit of a pro tip. And you'll find that you'll push the rubber away, and then the black film will drop down into the gap. When you get to this section here where you're trying to sort the edges out, like the back and the front edge, they're both exactly the same on all 4 doors. So I'm going to show you on this one, and then it'll be the same for the other doors. So what you want to do before you do this, because we're going to fold it over like this, you want to remove the top protective film. Once you pop it up, you can peel this thing off all the way. And then from where the body line is, from where this trim line is, you want to pull it a little bit and put your finger, like just start to get the radius on the edge, and then get an X-Acto knife and drop it in from the back and just cut the film like this. Okay, then once you've done this, you want to get the bottom section first, and you want to pull it round like this. Then you wrap this edge, and then you get the top section and do the same thing. And then you create this edge here. If you do it the other way around, water gets in from the top, and then your film will start to lift. And then with the extra piece that you have hanging off, just get your X-Acto and follow your silver trim around the edge. So here we are, we're now on the front door. So we're going to do this top trim piece. Same thing we did with the back one, but lucky for you, you don't have to do the front edge, okay, because there's no fold in because you're right up against the mirror. All you got is the back edge. To start off, here's another bit of a pro tip. You can grab the mirror, give yourself a little bit extra room, you turn it away, so now you can access in here a little bit better. And then when you finish, just turn it back, and it will click back into position. So let me get the film and let's drop this on. So to do the front door, what you need to do, you need to start with this front edge, okay? It might take you a couple of times to get it sorted. You can tack this up on the top, because you can always lift it back. So you just want to make sure you get this front edge right. Make sure you've got enough at the bottom, which I don't. So now I've got to readjust it. So to readjust it, you can lift it back up. You can pull on it. So there we go. Now the same thing as the back door. You just want to work from the front and line up the top edge. And if you go wrong, you can see like I did, you can lift it back up and drop it back down again. If you end up with a little wrinkle, like you got right here, you can always just pick this up to pass where the wrinkle was, get your squeegee, and drop that thing back down again. You see, if you go like I did, I just messed up. So you pull back on this, and if you pull back too much, it will lift up the film, and obviously you've got an air bubble. So to do that, you can open the door, you can peel this back a little bit. Film's very, very, very forgiving. Don't lift the top up yet. Don't worry if you have little ripples like this up here in the thing, because I guarantee you these are going to be in the clear pull away sheet. So now we've done this. You want to do the same thing on this corner like we did on the other two previously. Take off the top and see, look, it's not in the film. So with the front edge, you'll notice that the templates don't always follow exact, and every car is slightly different. So you want to make sure that this is all the way in as far as it will go. And some of these Model 3s, you have a gap, like a 1/16 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch. Some of them aren't, they're right up on each other, right here where the trim meets the mirror housing. If you get to this, I mean, this one doesn't have any gap at all. So what you want to do is, because this piece of film is going to loop over the edge, same thing as you did with the end to finish the end. You just want to follow the original housing up and trim this off, trim the excess. So now we're going to do this boomerang piece here. To start off, you want to start off with this long, thin, skinny piece. Get it set up on the top corner here. And you'll see there'll be a seam mark here where the big long piece meets the boomerang piece. So now you want to work this across the top, following the chrome, very similar to what you did on the door. Okay, now we've got this bottom piece here. Pull down a little bit to make sure that you get all of this flat before you carry on. So when you get to this stage where you have it all stuck down on the flat parts, there's a rubber seal on the inside here. You want this like a pretty sharp, crisp line. You can use the backside of your squeegee to get this in. To get this nice and crisp and sharp. What I like to do now is so I can see where I'm cutting, because a lot of the times this release film, like you can see in the corner here, started to lift. Okay, so it's extremely hard to follow the line that you've made here with your knife in the corner because it's lifted. So what you want to do is you want to lift this up and pull this off. Right now. So now is when you hope you got a steady hand. So you take your knife and you follow this cut right here. You follow this seam. Once you get it in, you can follow the rubber down. If you keep the knife against the edge of the chrome, it will follow the chrome and it won't cut into the rubber seals. You want to try and meet up as best you can on the back edge with the boomerang piece you've already done. Tack it down, see how it looks. If it looks good, like this one, you can then carry on and follow the same way you did the door trims and everything like that. You want to line up the top edge first. Check in once in a while that the bottom edge is still long enough to wrap all the way around. You can if you want. If you've got an extra set of hands, it's always handy to have somebody to hold the end of this because it's such a long piece. You can also tack it to the car, but because I've got extra people here, it's always just nice just to use an extra person if you can. When you get to this point here, lift this section up so it's away from the mirror. And open this door up, get this door out of the way. because you're going to have to wrap where the door was. It's my bad habits again, using my finger instead of the squeegee that's provided. So once we get to this stage here where it's all tacked down, you've rolled the edges around a little bit. You can then go and pull this release film, the top piece again. And then once you pull the release off, you'll notice you probably peeled up the edges a little bit. Just go over with the felt edge of the squeegee on the top edges, and you'll notice it'll round itself around and it'll go over the top edge of the film and it'll finish it off.